Coming up tonight, Reverend Father Martin G. gives detailed explanation of the 8th commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor, this Monday, February 3rd at St. Martin de Porres Parish in Bukwango during the weekly catechesis. Sitting in for the proper teacher is Lordship Bishop Michael Baby. Also, the Chief Shepherd of Buea Diocese urges Christians of Moyuka Dinari to be resilient in the face of daily troubles. This during homily at Moyuka Dinari 75th anniversary celebration of the Diocese of Buea. Plus, Minister Mununa Futso of Youth Affairs pledges ministry's full support for the Catholic University Institute of Buea Seri Entrepreneurship and Academic Fair. Good evening, those are our top stories. This and more will be developed in just a moment. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Another televised edition of the weekly program Know Your Faith took place today at the St. Martin de Porres Parish in Bukwango. Reverend Father Martin G, sitting in for the proper pastor Bishop Michael Baby, dwelled on the 8th commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against their neighbor. In the course of today's teaching, Reverend Father Martin G drilled the Christians on this commandment and how we can bear false witness against our neighbor. Reverend Father Roderick sat through today's teaching and put together this report.
Let your yes be yes and your no be no, and everything apart from this comes from the devil.
This was the take-home message from today's teaching, Know Your Faith, the weekly catechetical program of the Bishop of the Diocese of Buea, today at the beautiful premises of St. Martin de Porres Parish, Bukwango. Today's session was taken on by Father Martin J, who in his eloquent and thought-provoking way brought out in a succinct way a deeper understanding of the 8th commandment. This commandment forbids lie-telling in all its forms.
Let's always keep to the fact that there is nothing like a necessary lie, and no holy lie. A lie is a lie, no necessary lie.
Father Martin J, citing the biblical teaching of Jesus in Matthew chapter 5 verse 37, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no, cautioned against the blurring lines between verifiable facts, unsubstantiated rumors, and mere probabilities. He urged on all to strive for accuracy and transparency in communication, underscoring the importance of speaking the truth at all times.
Our primary objective, our principal focus in this commandment is to show that we must and we have to always speak the truth. We must. Yes to life, no to abortion. Punto. Full stop. There's no gainsaying about that. For those who are pro-life, yes to life, no to abortion. You don't mince your words. You don't beat around the bush. Like Donald Trump will stand for yes for life, no to abortion. That is divine law. Yes to divine law of marriage between one man and one woman. No to what humans may think of polygamy or what humans may think of the LGBTQ agenda.
Strongly cautioning against deformation of character, he equally emphasized that intentional bringing someone's reputation down through false and misleading information is morally reprehensible, urging all to respect the reputation of others, recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Calumny, which involves making false and malicious statements about someone, as a grave offense against truth and charity, and flattery, which involves excessively praising someone to manipulate or deceive them, were condemned. He equally emphasized that both calumny and flattery are destructive to relationships and undermine trust, and therefore have no place in the lives of faithful Christians.
We are all expected to respect the reputation of persons and forbid all sorts of attitudes or tendencies which can lead to rash judgments and which can lead to cause an unjust injury. Of utmost importance to take much time not to fall into the pits of raising somebody's character in person, somebody's being, placed on the altar of gossip and massacre with deformation of character.
Leaving these premises, all were enlivened and ready to live the 8th commandment anew, Next week's edition shall take place at the All Saints Parish in Mutengene.
Christians of Moyuka Deanery have been called to remain resilient through their life challenges. The call was made over the weekend by the Bishop of Boya, Bishop Michael Bibi, during a pontifical mass at the St. Joseph Parish out there in Moyuka. Yannick Funky listened through the Bishop's homily and summarizes it for us in this newscast.
Life in the Moyuka subdivision is unarguably challenging. Navigating the deepening armed conflict that has rocked the two English-speaking regions for over 8 years now, to the economic hardship fueled by a global inflation, Moyuka has a bitter tale to tell.
Rather they kill one person for a tram, they just on fear. But with God, all things can be possible.
On this special occasion to celebrate with the Christians of the Moyuka Deanery in the context of the 75th anniversary of the Diocese of Boya, His Lordship Michael Bibi encouraged the Christians never to give up on hope, as it is the unadulterated fuel that keep the spirits alive.
We may have difficulties, we may have challenges, we may be going through hardship, but we should never give up. We should always be hopeful, because God is there and God will never abandon us. So in the face of difficulties and challenges, we should continue to believe in God. We should continue to trust in Him and bring all our troubles to Him, so that He should be able to accompany us. And we are praying that in the very near future, things in this deanery should completely change. That's our prayer, that is our wish, so that we may have justice, peace may be in our midst, and we should be able to continue to live like brothers and sisters.
In his homily, the bishop exhorted the Christians of the Moyuka Deanery to see their challenges as opportunities for the proclamation of the gospel.
We must accept with challenges when they come we way, and those challenges when they come way, make we always thank God for them. We ask God for the grace that we need them for live with the challenges them. And we tell God, say, if you want to take away this challenge of me, take them. But maybe have you, not me, I want them, because sometimes challenges them, difficulties them, then they give you strong heart. When you don't get challenges and difficulties them, and you stand firm to the end, you get strong heart and be ready for face anything way will come for you before. So in the face of challenges, we will not give up. We must continue to stand firm and to do the correct thing, for do the right thing. Because if we give up the right thing and the correct thing, we'll get to do it because of challenges then we're not going to fulfill the plan with God in get them to win.
He beckoned on them not to relent their effort in the things of God, as all their sacrifices and investments are recorded by the Almighty Father.
Thank the bishop very much, because it's not easy to come in this area. So he has been making things possible for himself to come here, which is not easy. So I'm very grateful for him.
The Christians were all grateful, thanking the bishop for standing by them during these trying times, while committing themselves in accompanying the diocese in realizing the works of God.
I thank the bishop because he gather his people, they preach for them well. When they hear he talk, they no go wrong. They no enter wrong place. They go now God's way. God's way no the fool man. God's way they make you happy. But certain way they make you cry every day. So I like the way they preach for today where I come. I don't be like I don't go come. So I come because the way Papa the whole way I love plenty.
The bishop have been helping people, which is very good. It shows that he has heart for people, because it's not everybody that is having that heart to help people. So I'm very grateful.
Told us to work as one, for all of us to be like brothers and sisters, to join hands together and see how we can work for the growth of our diocese. Yes. So we should learn to have justice in whatever we do. We should be justified in whatever we do. In our mission station, at our homes, everywhere we are, we should learn to practice justice.
Meanwhile, the bishop equally used the occasion to render immense thanks and appreciation to all the Christians of Moyuka for their generous contributions in realizing some of the projects in the diocese, as well as in upcoming events.
We stay in Muyuka, where meanwhile the celebration was a moment of festivity amongst the Christians, and they were gifted Holy Bibles by the Chief Shepherd of Boya, Bishop Michael Bibi. Hilaron Tukov captured this moment for us.
Bishop Michael Bibi's entrance into St. Joseph Parish, the seat of Moyoka Dineri, was an epic of Jesus Christ's triumphant entry into Jerusalem. Led by bike riders, he joined the Christians of this Dineri to celebrate the diocese's 75th anniversary at the level of Moyoka Dineri. The celebration featured performance by parishioners from the 6 parishes that constitute the Moyoka Dineri. The guests of honor, Bishop Michael Bibi and his Christians, are joyful in this celebration.
We are here today in Moyoka Parish as a dinnery to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Diocese of Boya. We are privileged to have in our midst the Bishop of the Boya Diocese, His Lordship Michael Bibi.
I am called Tamlanis, the President of the Peace Bishop Club. So we are here today to come and receive our Bishop.
I also want to thank the Bishop and the steering committee for giving the dinner this opportunity, this position, so that they can celebrate it at the grass level, because we cannot go down to the parish level due to some unseen causes. But we thank the steering committee that is being headed by the Bishop for this opportunity. Sincerely, I want to thank the Bishop for our diocese, for our dinnery. Again, we want to say he is a member of this dinnery. This is to say we are pleased for his pastoral visit within the context of our crisis.
In his usual generosity, the Chief Shepherd of the Diocese of Boya gifted Holy Bibles to all faithfuls who attended the celebration, urging them to study the Word of God daily.
In fact, a great joy. We say Bishop won't offer away a wonderful gift, because the Bible is more than any other thing we concern as human beings concerned. Because you say money, enough you buy what we inside here. Not enough you do more than what we inside here, inside the Bible. So I was glad, because today Bishop don't give me kind thing, give me kind thing. But I appreciate the one, the Bible today, more than any other thing we don't give me. Because the Bible, where we're going to go walk, or the right bike come back, we read them, we pray, it will protect our life. Where I believe say life are the only thing we concern as a human being.
And say, any side way then day, me a day. Any side me a day, them 2 day. So together we are going to make our parishes, our deanery, our diocese something beautiful for God.
Bishop Michael Bibi and his entourage left St. Joseph Parish, Moyoka, the seat of Moyoka Dineri, escorted by bike riders out of the Dineri.
Overcoming fear by having faith and believing in God was the message dished out to cadets of Mary from the Holy Family Parish in Newtown, Limbe by Reverend Father Francis Ngoe during the one-day recollection at the Our Lady of Grace Shrine in Mayview. The one-day recollection that held in Mayview ran under the theme "To pray is to hope, and to hope is to pray." Sama Eileen tells us more.
Jesus in the Eucharist, you are wonderful. Every day we come to praise your name.
This little little ones returned to their base in Limbe after spending quality time at the Our Lady of Grace Shrine Sase, where they received a message of overcoming fear by having faith and believing in God. A message delivered by Reverend Father Francis Ngoe, youth chaplain of Limbe Dineri, during Mass.
Today, in our world today, the young people especially, they have been faced with several challenges and they have several fears. And some are the fear of whether they will succeed in life, or the fear of taking the right partner in the future, or the fear of education or their studies. And to overcome this fear, we overcome it through faith.
Reverend Sister Christina Herbst, alongside the chaplain, organized this one day of recollection for cadets of Mary, Holy Family Parish, Newtown, Limbe.
So I decided to begin this year with a spiritual exercise together with the youth chaplain, Father Francis, to bring the children to Our Lady of Grace Shrine for them to have an encounter, an experience in this spiritual place, encountering God through the intercession of Mother Mary. And this year being the Jubilee year of hope, that the Holy Father calls us to be pilgrims of hope. So that was the theme that I chose, to give hope to these children amidst all the challenges they are going throughout life, what is happening in our society that is affecting them, either at home, in school, and wherever they find themselves, to make them to see that all is not lost, there is still hope.
The cadets shared their impressions of the spiritual activity.
I've been here before. This is not actually my first time, but I enjoy coming here a lot because when I come here, I feel at peace. I feel like I am comfortable here. And I want to use this opportunity to thank especially Reverend Sister Christina, our guardian, and the parish priest of our parish, Father James Chikezie, and the youth chaplain, Reverend Father Francis Mokolo. I think they are doing a wonderful job. Many of us have been clarified due to some issues that were never handled, but I think we have been clarified today because we did a class doctrine and Sister Christine helped us. The theme for today was hope in prayer and prayer in hope. I think everything was wonderful. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm taking home a relevant message that will help me in my life and in our career. I'm a cadet of Mary, and I'm very, very happy and joyous to be here. I feel relieved after the message and the rest.
I've been a cadet for as long as 12 years plus, and it has been an interesting journey. The people I started with, unfortunately, we are not together, so apparently I'm the oldest among all of them. Yeah, so it has been an interesting journey with them so far, and me being here today, I'm very happy and very grateful for the chaplain. I'm very grateful to the chaplain and Reverend Sister who came up with the program. Unfortunately, I was not there during the planification, so I had not to miss the spiritual activity. It has been a day full of prayer, full of graces, and full of silence. And personally, it has helped me to improve on my spiritual life, because this is once in a lifetime something.
To pray is to hope, and to hope is to pray is theme of this one-day recollection, which witnessed a talk, exposition, and adoration of the Blessed Sacrament, prayer, confession, burning of prayer requests, mass, and a brief visit to the Carmelite Monastery in Sase.
The Minister of Youth Affairs and Civic Education, His Excellency Mununa Fotso, has pledged his ministry's support to the UIB Seri Entrepreneurship and Academic Fair. He was speaking over the weekend during the closing ceremony of the fair. Hilaron Tukov tells us more.
Seeking knowledge to give them.
Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, His Excellency Monona Fotso, Cameroon's Minister of Youth Affairs and Civic Education, is at the Catholic University Institute of Buea as the guest of honor to officially preside over the closing ceremony of the CUIB Entrepreneurship and Academic Trade Fair. Entertained by various students' presentations, the minister in his keynote address commended the university for initiating such a platform. He pledged his ministry's full support to the university's Entrepreneurship and Academic Trade Fair.
Stand up and let us give a big applause to the Catholic University of Buea for that. Men, yes, we should encourage this way of doing, and that's what we are trying to accompany all over the national territory, and that's why I am here. Thank you, Lordship, and all the staff of the Catholic University of Buea. Engagement that the Minister of Youth Affairs and Civil Education will accompany the next edition of this exhibition. Wow. And that we will launch a business challenge and will finance the 3 best business plans of innovative projects.
To His Lordship Michael B.B. Bishop of Buea, Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor of this academic institution, the minister's presence was an opportunity for a wider collaboration between the state and the university in the domain of entrepreneurship.
Richly blessed by the presence of the Minister of Civil Education and Youth Affairs. His presence here today is clear sign and proof of the fact that the church and the government, we are going to work together in order to make sure that the entrepreneurship, the change of the mindset of Cambodians is done appropriately.
Among the distinguished personalities awarded at the close of the ceremony were Honorable Donald Malomba Esembe, parliamentarian for Buea constituency, recognized by the minister for his civic engagement, and Senator Mbella Moki Charles, distinguished by the university for his continuous support.
I had no idea that I was going to be given an award for civic engagement, and during the announcement when I heard from the minister's mouth, most importantly, we dedicate this award to all young persons in our constituency. It is to tell them that nothing is impossible.
And I feel very, very honored and privileged that I was sorted out amongst the community members to be appreciated in front of the Honorable Minister of Youth. And so this day I want to dedicate what award was extended to me, to all of the hard-working members of the Advisory Council, the staff, faculty members, and of course the students of the Catholic University of Buea.
The trade fair, which ran for a week under the supervision of the university's president, Reverend Father Bartholomew Anyanwu, was rated a success.
I think that has been a wonderful experience for the past days. We are aware that Catholic University Institute of Buea is a growth mindset entrepreneurial university. This week affords us the opportunity for our students to blend what is done in the classroom and with the reality out of the classroom.
Minister Monuna Fotso concluded his ceremony by visiting the various exhibition stands. The ceremony ends in a joyful atmosphere as the guests of honor depart from the university.
We stay at the university where its students have been called to harness the rich African arts and culture through innovation and entrepreneurship development. The call was made by the CEO of Alpha Beta Records, Solatil Bisong, over the weekend at day 5 of the CUIB Trade Fair. Nadesh Nechongme tells us more.
It was an exciting atmosphere of joy and jubilation at Catholic University Institute of Buea as the president, staff and students welcomed the CEO of Alpha Beta Record, Salatil Livenja Bisong, for day 5 of their annual entrepreneurship and academic fair. The event, which aims to promote innovation and enterprise development, featured a panel discussion on leveraging Africa's creative act revolution. Salatio Livenja Bisong emphasized that entrepreneurship is all about resilience, and COIB is a perfect example of this entrepreneurial spirit.
What I would wish is to see the fair bigger as the years go, because it's already way bigger than it was before. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I would say entrepreneurship is resilience. CUIB is also another entrepreneurship too.
According to him, it takes a lot of effort to sustain an institution, and he congratulated the school administration for their hard work and dedication.
It's a lot of resilience to keep an institution like this at this level where it is. The respect that this institution has around Cameroon. What do we say? Harvard of Cameroon, right? Yeah, the Harvard of Cameroon, of Buea, the Harvard of Cameroon. It's a special place. It's my pleasure to be here, and just keep it up, Be strong.
The day also featured a talent competition and a beauty contest for Mixed and Master CUIB Run 4. Students were also treated to a comedy performance by Senior Pastor, adding to the lively atmosphere.
Everybody, it's sweet. Our own song would pick the this small thing. So she don't say like normal girl, wait now. Small thing. Even in your eye. Even in your head. All bend down.
We go finish up today.
Josh, you are judging us. You're one of us. Picking the private school, see them. Yeah, my name is Matthias. Now, my school is Nicolas Longinus. Woman is Scholastic and Veronica Docas. Yes, my name is Matthias. I want them married. They say, yeah, right. See them. Ego Accra. B for beans. C for conchaff.
Under the theme, Economy of Communion in Action, Day 5 of the fair aimed to inspire future entrepreneurs, engineers, and medical professionals by encouraging them to transform their passion into tangible impact, which has proven to be a remarkable platform for nurturing and empowering the next generation of leaders.
Staff of Caritas and Mount Mary Hospital over the weekend met for a football and handball encounter at the Moliko Omispo Stadium. Caritas carried the day for handball, while Mount Mary defeated the male Caritas team for the football encounter, as we hear in the following report. Of the 75th anniversary of the Diocese of Buea, Buea Diocese and institutions have embarked on friendly games amongst institutions to commune, know each other, and relax away from work. The first encounter was between Caritas Diocese of Buea versus the Divine Mercy Radio Television. This weekend, it was the turn of the staff of Mount Mary Hospital and Caritas Diocese of Buea. The sporting encounter opened with a handball match between the ladies of both institutions, and by the final whistle, Mount Mary was defeated 16 goals to 6. The coach of Caritas handball team, Mango Michel, says their success is all about teamwork and training.
This was a very amazing match. It was very, very amazing. We had as opponent Mount Mary Hospital. They came in numbers and they came very well prepared. The match was not that easy, not at all. It was very tough because they had really good shots and really good players that could deal with us. But unfortunately, we are the champions and we had so many sessions of practices. Yesterday, last week, and today equally, even before the match, we were very set for this match and we came prepared. Don't bother. Next time you are going to win us, but to win us, come prepared. Go and train again. Train very well.
After thrashing their ladies, the men of Mount Mary Hospital came for a revenge and whitewashed Caritas 5-1 in a football encounter. Both institutions says there was fair play and was a moment to get to know workers from different institutions, as we hear from Mr. Ernest Chinda and Ba Eric.
It was very, very good because it was in all fair play. And we're really sharing love, God love. And after Divine Mercy, today is Mount Mary. Tomorrow we are going to look for the Catholic Education Secretariat before looking for the Diocesan priest, because we are preparing to play with all Diocesan institutions of the Diocese of Buea.
A busy day, it was an exciting day. We had so many people, fun. Played, euphoria, people are happy, we meet new faces. It's a game and it's a situation where we get to meet each other, we meet new friends, we interact, we leave aside the stress from work, the stress from the families, we come and enjoy, we come and relax. Football is a game, one person must win. And so I say kudos to my Mount Mary workers, to my Mount Mary players, and I encourage them, I say congratulations to them. And for the Caritas, I say it's not too bad. There is a return leg match coming. They can always better their best.
With Mount Mary, Divine Mercy Radio Television and Caritas leading the come together, other institutions are called upon to be open to such invitations as we all celebrate in the spirit of the 75th anniversary of our beloved diocese. Beautiful celebration there. The entire community of the St. Thomas Aquinas Major Seminary Stams Bambui have successfully initiated the first cultural day to strengthen unity amidst cultural differences. The cultural day took place Saturday at the seminary in Bambui, as Bernard Asongne tells us in this report.
Coming from the evident stress flowing from the intellectual oven, it was now time for the seminarian staff and invited guests to enjoy the rich cultural diversity existing within the walls of the seminary community. St. Thomas Aquinas Major Seminary Bambui, a veritable house of formation which trains saints and scholars, vibrated with colors, music, and rich traditional display of various cultures on Saturday, January 1st, 2025, as it hosted its first ever cultural day. This celebration of culture, which takes central stage in the life and formation of future priests, showcased the rich cultural tapestry of Cameroon as almost all cultures were displayed. Highlighting the place of culture in seminary formation, which takes the seminarians back to their roots, the rector of Stams, Bambui Reverend Father Charles Berinyun, paints the purpose of such celebration of culture.
The purpose of this celebration is to help our seminarians identify themselves with their cultures, to be able to go back to their roots, to remember that before becoming Christians, we are first of all Africans. And as Africans, we have lots of values which unfortunately are gradually disappearing.
To the one who knows and identifies with his culture, evangelization to a greater extent becomes easy.
It means that when we appreciate our culture in this way, when we go back now to preach to the same people, to evangelize them, our message is going to have a strong bearing. It's going to have a strong meaning, because we no longer go as strangers, as foreigners, but as people who identify with our cultural backgrounds.
As the celebration is introduced, it leaves a strong mark of oneness amidst the clear diversities.
I'm very happy because when I am here, I learn so many things. We have a very culture. Today you see King Kum, I learn to dance, to do so many things. We are together because all of us we form one family.
Drawing to a close, the seminary hopes to make this an annual event with the aim of promoting cultural awareness and understanding within the seminary community and beyond.
And we take you out of the country where the head of the World Health Organization has called on health officials across the world to press on the United States in order to make the President Donald Trump to reverse his decision of exiting the organization. And Egypt Foreign Minister says Egypt plans on rebuilding Gaza without displacing the Palestinians from their original land. Magdalene Wondo tells us more.
Countries raised concerns during a crucial budget meeting with the World Health Organization regarding the potential impact of losing its largest donor. For the 2024-2025 period, the United States stands as the World Health Organization's predominant contributor, providing as estimated $988 million, which constitutes approximately 14% of the organization's total budget of $6.9 billion. A confidential budget report shared at the meeting indicated that the World Health Organization's health emergencies programs is significantly dependent on U.S. funding. The report highlighted that U.S. financial support is crucial for many of World Health Organization's extensive emergency operations, accounting for up to 40% of the funding. It noted that ongoing responses in regions such as the Middle East, Ukraine, and Sudan are at risk, alongside substantial losses in polio eradication and HIV initiatives. Additionally, the U.S. finances 95% of the World Health Organization's tuberculosis efforts in Europe and over 60% of the programs in Africa, the Western Pacific, and at the agency's headquarters in Geneva. And Egyptian Foreign Minister Bad Abdelati remarked that they have a definitive plan for the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip that ensures no citizen is expelled from their homeland. Abdelati's remarks were made in a joint press conference in Cairo, which indirectly addressed U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal that Egypt and Jordan should accommodate Palestinians from Gaza to clean out the whole thing. Djibouti's Foreign Minister Mahmoud Ali Yusuf expressed his support for the situation, stating that Djibouti aligns with Egypt's stance on Gaza and commends President Abdel Fattah's efforts towards achieving a ceasefire. Yusuf asserted that a lasting resolution requires the establishment of a Palestinian state that coexists peacefully and securely alongside Israel, which is a fundamental and legitimate demand. He firmly rejected any discussions regarding the deportation of Palestinians. Egypt is willing to host a reconstruction conference, emphasizing that rebuilding Gaza is a crucial step towards resolving the conflict through a two-state solution. On Sunday morning, trucks were observed moving at the Rafah border, crossing as the ceasefire agreement between Hamas and Israel continues to cross. Israeli forces closed the Rafah crossing in early May after taking control during an offensive in the southern city. In response, Egypt closed its site of the crossing. The reopening of the Rafah crossing marks a significant development that strengthens the ceasefire agreement reached between Hamas and Israel in Hamas.
And that's the package we put together for you this evening. Before we go, a recap of our major stories once more. Reverend Father Martin Njie gives detailed explanation of the 8th commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor, this Monday, February 3rd at St. Martin de Porres Parish in Bukango during the weekly catechesis, sitting in for the proper teacher, His Lordship Bishop Michael Bibi. Also, the Chief Shepherd of Buea Diocese urges Christians of Moyuka Dinari to be resilient in the face of daily troubles. This during a homily at Moyuka Dinari 75th anniversary celebration of the Diocese of Buea. Plus, in this newscast, we told you how Minister Monuna Fotso of Youth Affairs pledges his ministry's support for the Catholic University Institute of Buea Seri Entrepreneurship and Academic Fair. Thanks so very much for being with us. We live in the company of much more interesting programs still to come your way here, and do have a beautiful evening.